Hola, hoy como parte de nuestro video entregamos un discurso sólido en cuanto a la mejora de procesos en una fábrica de borradores, así que comencemos. Today I would like to talk to you about a well-known company in Colombia market, Sanford Colombia, a subsidiary of multinational newer brands and widely recognized by its brand Papermat. This company has a solid track record in the production of marketing of wiring and stationery products and has established itself as one of the most important in this category. Paper Mate comenzó su historia a mediados del siglo XX en Estados Unidos, pero fue en su expansión a América Latina y en especial a Colombia que consolidó una fuerte presencia regional. En nuestro país, Sanford Colombia ha venido operando durante varias décadas desarrollando productos innovadores, funcionales y con altos estándares de calidad. En cuanto a los borradores, su proceso de elaboración en Sanford Colombia sigue una línea tecnificada. Primero se preparan las mezclas de goma sintética o termoplástica con pigmentos y aditivos no tóxicos. Luego son moldeados y cortados con precisión por máquinas automatizadas. La empresa cuenta con al menos 6 máquinas especializadas para la fabricación de borradores, las cuales permitan atender una producción a gran escala para cubrir la demanda nacional y parte del mercado latinoamericano. El equipo de Sanford Colombia está compuesto por aproximadamente 120 empleados entre operarios, técnicos, personal administrativo y de ventas. Cada uno de ellos cumple un rol clave para garantizar productos de calidad como lápices, bolígrafos, resaltadores, correctores y por supuesto los borradores Papermat. En Colombia, las principales temporadas de venta se concentran en los meses de diciembre a febrero, debido al regreso de clases y nuevamente en julio con el inicio de semestre escolar. De segundo semestre escolar, durante estas épocas la demanda de artículos escolares se dispara, lo que implica una producción más intensiva en los meses previos. Sanford Colombia's main competitors in the earthcare and school supermarket include companies such as Rapid ICA, LTDA, Triton, and Brutus Ether, which also have a strong presence in the national market. Respecto a la parte de diagnóstico y análisis, Sanford Colombia aplica herramientas estratégicas como el árbol de problemas para evaluar sus desafíos. Por ejemplo, si se detecta una disminución en ventas, se analiza si el problema raíz es la distribución, la falta de innovación en productos o incluso una preparación de precio frente a la competencia. Este método permite identificar causas, efectos y posibles soluciones desde la raíz para tomar decisiones efectivas. En resumen, Sanford Colombia es una empresa con una historia sólida, una operación eficiente y un compromiso constante con la calidad e innovación en sus productos. Gracias a su enfoque estratégico y su equipo humanizado calificado, continúa siendo una marca de confianza en los hogares y escuelas colombianas.
Hello, word justification, optimization, eraser, self-production. This study was carried out with the objective of identifying and solving issues in the eraser production process, focused in the improving efficiency, workplace safety, and the coating of the final product. One of the main problems identified was the rapid wear of the carrying blades due to the eraser composition, which requires replacing them every from hours. This not only delays production but also minimizes the risks of workplace accidents and affects delivery times, leading to customer dissatisfaction. To address these issues, an inspection chart was introduced proposing an improvement to the carrying machine. The upgrade includes a blade alternation system that allows the machine to operate of up to 8 hours thanks to an automatic switch breeds with two blades. Additionally, it was proposed to guide the machine so that instead of processing a single row of razor, it can hide 4 rows simultaneously. This allows multi-eraser to be canned at the same time using same blade significantly increased production capacity. It was also found that mixing of raw materials could lead to differentially products. To prevent this, an inspection stage was added to the process flow to ensure that materials are handled correctly and milled quality start. This improvement aim to optimize machine performance, reduce materials weights, improve workplace safety, and ensure timely delivery of high quality eraser. In doing so, the production process becomes more efficient and better aligned with consumer expectations.
Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to talk about objectives, mission, vision, and philosophy of the research companies and Milan company. Well, the first of all, I'm going to talk about the general objectives. So it would be clearly, consistently, and realistic objectives to express the design's results of the and a project. The next would be the specific objectives. That would be a stage defines to achieve the general objectives. It's essentially to consider that expect results in each statements and goals. Determine the indicator and procedures to mention them. Other thing that we have to know is according the time frame. The time frame will be divided in three parts. So the first one is short-term goal. The next will be medium-term goal or medium-term goal, and finally long-term goal. That will be that. So let's get started with the objectives, mission, vision, and philosophy of research companies. The research companies, they have like this typical goals, missions, and philosophies and vision. That is a guide their operation and strategic decisions. Below is a general idea of these goals may be include, although this may be varied depending of the specific companies. The primary objectives of the research companies is to produce the market high quality products that assist people of their education professional personal work by allowing them to according and erase Grind's error. This objective is complete by other as. Um, the mission of them is often focused improve of the consumer's experience of their writings and correct process. An example of that mission would be produce high quality innovating the science products and the facility error connections process and things. Finally, I'm going to talk about vision and philosophy of the research company. So let's get started with vision. The vision of that is reflects is long-term aspiration and how it will be in the long-term goal. This vision would be learning global brands to current products, continually innovating to meet the needs of our customers and compromise sustainability and it all focus in our operation. Finally, the philosophy. The philosophy conclude will be a specific aspects relates to the recommends inequalities, accessibility and respect of the environment, constant innovation and customer focus. Finally, I'm going to talk about Milan Company. Well, the objective and mission are like the same in the Milan Company, so it, has been dedicated to produce and marketing of high quality satisfactory products. Its main objectives appear to of offering innovation products that meet the needs of its consumers is like over 120 countries with that mark. The vision of that is corporate vision is not specific in the avant source, but is eventing that Milan seeks to establish itself as leader on the stationary market, focus on the innovation and quality products, and philosophy of Milan appears to the center of customer satisfaction and continuous improvement. This reflects the wide of the range of the products, which range from traditional eraser to more specialized tools for artists and professionals. Its essentially to divide markets and abilities to adapt the changing consumer needs are traced to consumer and centric approach. Well, thank you very much.
Desarrollo. El desarrollo de la industria de gomas de borrar incluye el descubrimiento del caucho natural, el perfeccionamiento de técnicas de moldeo y curado y la incorporación de materiales abrasivos. El descubrimiento del caucho natural. El científico británico Joseph Priestley descubrió el caucho natural en 1770. El caucho se obtiene al procesar el látex del árbol Hevea brasiliensis, también conocido como árbol que llora. Perfeccionamiento de las técnicas de moldeo y curado. Las gomas de borrar se obtienen en un proceso de curado que puede incluir la vulcanización. ¿Qué es la vulcanización? La vulcanización consiste en añadir azufre u otros procesos químicos al caucho y calentarlo. La incorporación de materiales abrasivos. La goma de borrar contiene un material abrasivo fino, como polvo de cuarzo, que raspa una fina capa de la superficie. Los trazos de lápiz son más fáciles de borrar que los trazos de lápiz de color, porque el grafito no se adhiere fuertemente a las fibras del papel. Con eso podemos concluir que en la historia humana la goma de borrar ha sido también un punto clave en el aprendizaje. Por eso decidimos nosotros hablar de las gomas de borrar y su fabricación. Espero les esté gustando.
I like to share with you a general overview of how a company's operates using a flow chart to help us better understand the internal process. We won't go deep into the development area. Instead, we'll focus on the company's overall operations. Everything begins with the start of the project, which usually happens when a client request comes here and need is identified. The stage is essential as a key of the company's internal activity. Next, we move to the evaluation of the request. At this point, the team analyzes whether the request is viable. Do we have the right resources? Is it feasible? And can we meet the deadlines? This helps us prioritize or organize the work. Once approved, we move into the planning stage. Here, tasks are defined, responsibilities are assigned, timelines are established, and requests are organized. These are where the projects start to take real shape. With the plan in place, we proceed to execution. This is where the action happens. Teams across departments, such as finance, logistics, operations, and marketing begin the work. Execution relies heavily on coordination and communication between departments. Alongside executions, we have monitoring and control. This involves the tracking progress, identifying issues, and making quick decisions to stay on track. Is a crucial part of ensuring quality and efficiency. Once the work is complete, we reach the delivery of the product or service. The final objective is review to make sure it meet the standards and is delivered to the client. This still marks the end on the operational cycles. Finally, we reach the feedback and continuous improvement stage. This is where we gather input for the client, evaluate how the internal process went, and apply improvements to do even better next time. This general flow represents the foundation of how a company can run, adapt, and respond to its everything. While every organization is different, the core principles of organization, execution, and improvement are universal.
Hello, I am Josué Garcia, and I'm good to tell you that the solution what is the RISE process, which was to add a machine that can shine the blaze to avoid the time lost in the chain, which was 4 hours, but watch the machine, the time will be reduced to less than one hour. At the wall open a green number the productor.
Well, I'm going to talk about the final diagram. So, as my partners said before, one of the main problems we found was the unsatisfaction of the clients. So, one of the causes of this was the inspections. We conclude that we needed to add more some inspections and lose others. So we added inspections in the points of the process that we found more important. Yes, one of these, for example, was when the materials arrived to the company, and we see if they are all right, if they are what we asked for, and if they are okay, we keep them and we start with the process. If not, we return them to the provider and for them to give us a good material. Right. So that's the first solution that we did to add some inspections. And the other cause was the machinery, especially the blades. So the first option that we had in mind was to cut them in the final result, the final shape, and then mix it with every part. And the thing with this one was that if we do it, it will be more probable for the blue part to completely mix with the pink one. So this wouldn't be good, because that's not what we want to be. And the other possible solution was to just enlarge the machine, and then it will cut more in the same time. The thing with this is that we will have to enlarge the other machines, and this will be more money, more people, and we wouldn't be saving money. We will be spending more and producing the same, so it's not affordable. It's not a good option. This is the final option we found that we thought was the best one, is to have a self-changing machine which works the next way. So you have two blades, right? one is cutting and the other one is just there. We program it to every 4 hours they change automatically. Yes, and every 8 hours they we change it manually. So we will save in 4 hours in changing. So we will be saving waste in blades, money in blades, and in the salary of the person that is changing it. So the person that is doing it could be doing another work, and also will be helping to the environment because we will be throwing a lot of waste in blades. So that's it. That's the solutions we found to this problem. The diagram basically kept the same, and we just added more inspections because we found it that also one of the causes of the unsatisfaction was the result of the product because it wasn't clean. Yes, as the machine is losing sharpness, it's not the cutting of the gum is not clean, so it's not what we want. Yes, and it doesn't look good for the customers, so they don't want to buy it. They return it to the store, and we are losing money. So we inspect it to see in the most important parts to see if it is going the right way, if it is clean, if everything is doing good. So that's it, and that's the solution that we found. Well, I'm going to talk about the final diagram. As my partners said before,
hello teacher, the problem we identified was customer dissatisfaction. One cause is change blades every 4 hours. This has the following effects. 1. One factory to meet established delivery deadlines. 2. Differences in the quality in finish due to error in curative mechanic. 3. Inefficient use of finale resource. 4. Increased weight. 5. Longer processing times. 6. Risks of damage to machinery. 7. Safety 6. 8. Reduced labor productivity. And 9. Loss of productive capacity. Como segundo punto tenemos el diagrama espina de pescado. Bueno, donde este consiste en la 6M. En el transcurso de mi diapositiva se van a dar de cuenta por qué. Bueno, como primero tenemos el material, ¿sí? Donde este consiste en cuchilla con filo insuficiente, malas condiciones de las cuchillas y goma de piedra pómez, donde la piedra pómez puedes gastar demasiado las cuchillas. Método: retraso en el proceso de reemplazo de herramientas de corte, exceso en el periodo de enfriamiento del material. Bueno, básicamente, si nosotros cambiamos muy lento o nos retrasamos en la hora de cambiar las cuchillas, puede retrasar la obra. Tercero, tenemos la máquina. Ausencia de rutinas de mantenimiento establecidas. Equipos obsoletos o en estado de desgaste operativo. Uso indebido del equipo por parte del empleado. Bueno, en esto quiero hacer énfasis en que las máquinas siempre tienen que estar 100% funcionales y con los mantenimientos al día. La medición. Bueno, desajuste en el recorte del material. Mal proceso del material. Bueno, acá podemos darnos cuenta que en un caso que las cuchillas estén en un ángulo incorrecto, pueden cortar mal la materia prima. La mano de obra, donde está la falta de capacitación, error del empleado, uso incorrecto o manejo ineficiente de los recursos y falta del cumplimiento laboral debido a la ausencia. Bueno, acá quiero hacer énfasis en la falta de capacitación porque toda empresa tiene que ser correcta con la capacitación con el empleado, ya que pues así ahorramos como que errores o problemas a la hora de nuestra línea de producción. Tenemos la madre naturaleza, donde podría ser la baja extracción de fluidos de la corteza arbórea, exceso de temperatura o temperatura excesivamente baja. Esto nos da como problema la insatisfacción del cliente. Y bueno, ya por último tenemos los 5 porqués. Bueno, el problema principal, como bien sabemos, es la insatisfacción del cliente. Pero, ¿por qué está insatisfecho el cliente? El producto tiene una estética inadecuada. ¿Por qué? Corte defectuoso de la materia prima. ¿Por qué? Cuchillas en condiciones defectuosas. ¿Por qué? No se cumple con el intervalo de cambio de cuchillas establecido en 4 horas. ¿Por qué? Fallas en la comunicación interna.
Ahora, para concluir, durante el análisis del proceso identificamos uno de los factores clave a mejorar en el proceso de la fábrica. Este se encontraba en el área de corte, específicamente en cómo se manejaba el desgaste de las cuchillas, puesto que esto causaba muchos problemas con los clientes por su insatisfacción al recibir pedidos tarde, mal elaborados y demás. Nuestra propuesta fue implementar una máquina con doble cuchilla alternada. Esto permitió que cuando una pierde el filo, automáticamente se active la otra, duplicando el tiempo de funcionamiento continuo de la máquina, ya que pasaba de 4 horas a ahora funcionar 8 horas continuas. Además, sugerimos ampliar el ancho de la máquina para que pueda cortar varios borradores al mismo tiempo, en lugar de hacerlo uno por uno como estaba anteriormente. Esta modificación no solo mejora la productividad, sino que también reduce los tiempos de espera y el desgaste individual de las cuchillas. Con estas mejoras se optimiza el proceso completo, se reduce el mantenimiento, se mejora la seguridad de los trabajadores y se acelera la entrega de pedidos. Pero lo más importante es que se responde de forma efectiva a las necesidades del cliente, garantizando calidad y puntualidad. Además de esto, elevando así la satisfacción general, tanto para las personas que lo consumen como para la persona que lo produce.